record before asking my questions to thank you, Madam Chair, for joining me in sending a letter last month to the Financial Services Appropriations Subcommittee to request that they restrict GSA's ability to use funds to assist in the implementation of USDA's plan to relocate two agencies, the Economic Research Agency and the National Institute of Food Agriculture, out of the Washington, D.C. area. I very much appreciate your help in this respect. It's an attempt to use GSA's leasing authority without having moved through the standard GSA procurement process. The other committees and members, including the entire House and Senate Capital Region delegation, have noted this problem. And Madam Chair, I would ask that you consider a hearing in our subcommittee on GSA's role in facilitating USDA's relocation proposal. It is an attempt to get around this subcommittee as well as the standard procedures. And I would appreciate very much your considering that, Madam
Thank you for bringing that to our attention again.
I have a question on the implementation of President Trump's Executive Order 13834. I'm trying to figure out where it stands now in relation to a prior executive order. The executive order says it does want to increase efficiency and eliminate unnecessary use of resources, protect the environment. So all of the upfront language is what you might expect, but it does not set specific energy, water, or greenhouse gas reduction targets. And it repeals the Obama-era executive order, which specifically required such targets. Its target was to reduce building energy intensity by 2.5% annually. Now, I can understand perhaps this administration disagrees with that, but it's got a new executive order. And so I must ask you, if you believe that the Trump executive order actually repeals specific performance targets, and if it does, how will you know that there has been any reduction in energy consumption?
Thank you, Congressman. The executive order, whose implementing instructions were just issued a couple of weeks ago, requires the same degree of reporting on all of those factors, and it also...
Well, the degree of reporting in what? So what do the agencies report?
We're reporting on energy intensity, water intensity over time. Greenhouse gases are still reported, and they still appear on the OMB scorecard of agencies. What has changed is the flexibility with which individual agencies have to set targets for reduction. What is required is a reduction.
And how will you know if there's a reduction, and why do you think there do not need to be targets, sir? What do they need? What are they aiming for? If they reduce it a tiny bit, that's okay with GSA. If they reduce it a great deal, what do they get for that? What was the point in erasing specific targets? Perhaps you have another target. Perhaps you think the 2.5% is too great. Why then not have at least your own administration target?
Well, every agency sets an internal target and reports that in an annual plan, which is reviewed by the Council of Environmental Quality.
So the executive order does instruct them to agency by agency set targets and report them to GSA?
To report them to the Office of Management and Budget and the Council of Environmental Quality.
Madam Chair, I would ask that any targets set, which are not clear in the executive order, by the way, be also reported to this subcommittee. I yield back.